What would you do in an emergency situation, or if someone drops to the floor unconscious in front of you? And what skills would you need to save a stranger's life? Well, welcome to trauma. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are starting the last block of the year. So we're starting trauma, and trauma is basically made up of 4 disciplines, which is trauma and clinical care, forensics, anesthesia, and orthopedics. So we had an orientation now in the morning, and I am actually not in Durban, in Port Edward, and we have skills at 2 p.m. today. Let's hope we make it in time for skills. But look at this view, so incredibly peaceful.
Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all
My drink, let's do this.
A laryngoscope. You just hook it on and position. And there you go. And after you use it in the patients,
Yes.
close it on the table.
Oh, nice. This is an endotracheal tube. Basically, you put the syringe on the pilot's cuff and you inflate this main cuff, which goes past your vocal cords, and this keeps your airways open. So in the event that someone needs airway access, you're first going to remove any foreign bodies from the mouth. Thereafter, you're going to measure your bite block to ensure that it is the correct size for your patients, as it differs for each individual, before using a tongue depressor to correctly insert it into the mouth. You're then going to ensure that your bag valve mask, or BVM for short, is working, and you have an adequate seal over the patient's nose and mouth. Using a CE grip with your fingers to hold it in place, you're then going to inflate the bag 6 times. In order to pre-oxygenate your patients. Now you insert your laryngoscope and remove the bite block. For some odd reason, this laryngoscope was missing some parts, but we just needed the blade to practice anyway. Once you've confirmed no leaks, you then insert the endotracheal tube into the mouth and past the vocal cords. Re-inflate the cuff and return the bite block. To confirm you're in the trachea and not the esophagus, you auscultate 6 points, including over the epigastrium, while someone else bags the patient. Once everything is done and you're happy about the placement, you can then secure the endotracheal tube with the bite block until your patient reaches the hospital and can receive further management. Back for skills today. Yesterday we didn't come, it was just recorded lectures. So we went to watch The Nun 2. There were some good jump scares, would recommend. You're here, find the spot between them, and then you clean in concentric circles. This method is used as a last resort in order to gain access to the patient's airway. An incision is made in the cricothyroid membrane in the event of upper airway obstruction, and the oxygen is attached as shown.
Endotracheal tube into the correct position, taking care not to withdraw the bougie until you feel.
Now, when approaching a trauma patient, you're going to start by looking for hazards, checking for a response from the patient, as well as for pulse. In the meantime, get someone to call for help. In the event that you do not feel a pulse, you may then begin 30 chest compressions, allowing for full recoil of the chest between each compression.
so comfortable. No one seems to hold me like you do.
You're in the trauma unit. Ashni, tell me, what is your approach to a trauma patient?
Do the ABCs for the patient. So you first manage their airways, and you check their breathing and you ventilate them. And then after that you check their circulation. And you need to check if they have any disabilities, and then any exposures after that.
Well done! Hey guys, so we came all the way to Pietermaritzburg for our trauma call here at Harigwala Hospital. We for ward rounds in the morning, which took 2 hours, and then unfortunately there were no patients in the theatre, so we came down back to trauma. It's still the same patient that came in this morning, and there's been no new patients since the time we were here, so it's now 12 o'clock and we're ready to go home. Guys, we're back at skills. Loving this weather. By the way, we went back on Sunday to eat in their hospital just because we needed to find the register for both days. And we basically did nothing again on Sunday. We just went for the ward rounds. And there was no patients in the trauma unit. So yeah, we were 10 by 10. And that was my decentralized weekend. We did see, however, some patients on the ward round. There was one patient whose leg was amputated and they were opening the dressing. Then there was another patient, his boyfriend just suddenly became violent and started assaulting her with a brick to her head. She had quite a few lacerations on her scalp that needed to be sutured. The trauma unit there is actually very nice, as you saw, since emergency medicine is apparently a new discipline in South Africa.
What's that rhythm? So now you press charge. Only the one part. Now you do your 3 checks.
Myself.
Yes.
The oxygen is doing.
Good. Press both the buttons simultaneously. Good. Put it away. CPR starts immediately.
It's a new day. 2 more days left of trauma, guys. It's really hot. It's 5 to 1. Let's go.
Hot summer, so hot, hot, hot. I wanna build a time machine so I can go back to July. Hot summer, so hot.
This is our breakfast for today. We are at Soho Cafe.
It was a long, hot summer after I got your number. We were driving up and down the coast with the radio playing. We were riding the wave, and I didn't wanna let go. It was a long, 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 hot summer, so hot, hot, hot. It was a long, 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 hot summer, so hot, hot, hot.
There we go. Alright, so we start.